Hi, Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Taurus may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Taurus, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the following topic, and that is, we've reconciled, now what? But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, scheduling a reading with me, or anything having to do with my Patreon shop or Patreon platform, all that information is down below in the description box, as well as the links. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these are all free channeled messages. Feel free to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. All right, Taurus. So, Taurus, I am going to be channeling messages focusing on the person that you may have had or that you had a breakup, separation, maybe even talks of divorce. Okay, maybe some of you even divorced this person, who knows? But today I'm going to take a look here and focus on channeling this process of reconciliation. Now, if you've chosen to reconcile with your partner, or both of you have chosen to reconcile with each other, you may be in different phases. Okay. Some of you may be at the beginning phases of just thinking about, kind of considering if you want to reconcile. Others of you may be in the middle of reconciliation, and others of you maybe have been reconciling for quite some time, and the process of reconciliation, mending, fixing, repairing has been has been happening for a bit. Okay, wherever you may fall within that spectrum, today we're going to find out more information. Now what's the next step? Okay, what is there to be considered or thought about or talked about? Let's take a look here, Taurus, and see what's coming through for you. By the way, you did see me twist this deck, and that's because it has messages on both sides. And you have here Healing Mirage, Seeing Through Illusions, Navigate Dangers, and Find Solace in Therapy's Guidance. Okay? So, Taurus, this reconciliation process, and I'm going to do this because I know you're able to see this, but that's not the message for you. It's the one actually on this side. Okay? So the healing mirage here, wherever you may be on the phase of reconciliation, this is talking about this energy where both of you are very clear on what may have gone astray, what the patterns of behavior were that may have created the breakup, separation, or even talks of divorce. There's a sense here of understanding a little bit more what has been the problem or what has been the causes of this breakup, separation, and for some of you, talks of divorce. I'm getting here that there's this energy where for some of you, the reconciliation has brought into play the fact that therapy may be needed in order for both of you to move past whatever situation, circumstance, event, obstacle, challenge created the breakup, separation, or divorce, or maybe even talks of divorce here. There's this energy that I'm getting here of finding the inner peace needed individually during the breakup or the separation, and the reflective time that it's been needed for both of you to take, in a way, a time out or a time away from each other, however long or short that breakup or separation may have been or is right now currently. Because there's this energy that I'm getting here that both of you needed to see things from different points of view, not just from your point of view, but from each other's point of view. Okay. And I feel here, whatever illusions, whatever distortions of perceptions and narratives are what is being healed, whether this is individually, because individually, that's the first part of anything. Individually healing yourself or yourselves from the self-sabotage, the negative or unhealthy coping mechanisms, the lack of moderation, okay, in whatever was being used or may have been used here to cope with the sadness, the anger, that type of energy. So we'll see what else is coming through here for the both of you. But Healing Mirage here is really looking at the core. It's like the devil energy in tarot is how I'm seeing it here. And I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up coming out later. But the devil card in tarot is that energy of attachment, the lack of moderation, the old patterns, the shadow self. Okay, the taking a look at that aspect individually within yourselves and understanding what needs to be healed individually and then what needs to be healed collectively within your connection, within your reconciliation. We'll see what else is coming through here for you, Taurus. All right, Taurus and your partner or your person in reconciliation, you've reconciled or maybe are thinking about reconciliation. Now what? Let's see what else is coming through here. The energy is gaining momentum. And I feel that with this healing mirage, seeing through the illusions and finding some sort of inner peace having to do with therapy or therapeutic resources or tools, the energy is gaining momentum card. It's giving me this energy here about both of you taking practical steps. It's coming across as methodical, okay? Or logical or rational. It's kind of like, look, this is my issue. And then the other person going, okay, this is my issue, or these are my issues. And then these are my issues. And maybe I didn't see it that way when we were together. However, now I see mine. And then the other person's like, now I see mine. And it's like, let's find a way, a practical approach, tools, resources, and maybe even, like I said, therapeutic practices here, where both of you are taking the steps and the effort into really fully kind of in a way developing, finding, mending, fixing what needs to be taken a look at here within your reconciliation process. I feel that both of you have the potential to overcome the obstacles and the challenges. These mountains here in the background are looking really faded. So this is telling me here there's lots to work on, granted, okay, individually, like I said, and together as a couple. But I feel it's something that is very much you're able to get this task done as long as both of you are willing to put in the continuous work, effort, and focus on it, not to give up at the first roadblock of the reconciliation, because I'm getting here there's this kind of like the minute the roadblock hits, it's like, you see, this is why we shouldn't have gotten back together, so all that energy needs to be pushed aside and kind of understand that this is a work in progress. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through here. Now, listen, Taurus, don't forget to stay all the way to the end of the reading because there is advice that I will be pulling from this last deck over here. But let's see what else is coming through. It's funny because I'm getting this like phrase here, reality glasses. It's like the reality glasses are on. you know, and, it's a more kind of like very practical approach because it's necessary to kind of dig to the core of what the issue may be here within this connection. Again, I'm feeling that there's just more than one thing due to all these mountains. And these mountains also have one, two, three birds. So communication is going to be vital in this reconciliation process. Look at that. Remember that I was talking about seeing that devil card in tarot clairvoyantly, which the devil card in tarot is about that lack of moderation, that old pattern of behavior, that shadow self, feeling a little bit powerless, okay? Really digging deep to the core important lessons that need to be learned because, like I said, although this is not the devil card in tarot, remember that I saw clairvoyantly here that card. And remember that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn is known as the toughest teacher. So for some of you, it's been quite a while that there has been a separation. Or for others of you, this separation or breakup was needed in order for both of you to really take a look at the important lessons within the hardships and the blockages and the limitations that were seen, felt, and experienced within the connection. So you're able to see it. And then, here we have healthy choices. Come back and do a full circle. And now focus on the healthy behaviors, healthy patterns. Okay? Healthy coping mechanisms here also. All right. So this breakup, separation, maybe even talks of divorce has been needed in order for both of you to come to this place where your focus in this reconciliation process is not only about fixing, mending the connection, but also giving yourself the self-love and the self-care that is needed in order to find healthier coping mechanisms, okay? And how you view love or your love life, okay? So, like I said, there's always a reason why, I mean, I was seeing it clairvoyantly. I'm like, I'm getting this energy of the devil card in tarot. And the devil card in tarot, like I said, it's attachments. It's attachments that are unhealthy, whether it's individually, okay, here we go, whether that these unhealthy attachments or lack of moderation in either negative coping mechanisms or old patterns of behavior that needs to be kind of in a way talked about, healing mirage, okay? Being able to see through the illusions of those old patterns of behavior, being able to see through the illusions of the unhealthy coping mechanisms, being able to see through the illusion of thinking it's that person's fault why things aren't working, or no, it's that person's fault in regards to why things didn't work. And in reality, it's not about pointing the finger at each other. It's about really looking at what is at the core of both of your old patterns of behavior or old patterns of how whatever it is that causes wedge, this blockage, or this obstacle. Okay, let's take a look at what else is coming through here. We've reconciled. Now what? And you have the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Swords. For some of you here, there was a sense either of a deception, cheating, backstabbing, some sense of dishonesty, okay? Where loyalty and trust may have been shattered, it may have been diminished, it may have come into question. Some of you, this may be connected to cheating, to deception, to lies. All right. I mean, there are three people here on this card. So for some of you, it was a three-party situation where either someone was literally being selfish, okay? Cheating, dishonesty, a lack of loyalty, a lack of transparency in something, which is why it's right underneath healthy choices, okay? needing to get to the bottom of healthy ways to cope with challenges. So instead of keeping things from each other or not sharing things transparently or being defensive in regards to whatever, comes up in the connection. The Seven of Swords is talking about that sense of really taking a look of the manner in which both of you, in a way, in some way, shape, or form, may have been running from, not literally, but figuratively, running from the relationship, okay, in devious or lack of transparent ways, and even unhealthy coping mechanisms as well, which is the reason why you both have here healthy choices. This reconciliation is going to need a lot of clearing up and healthy discussions and healthy choices, resources, and tools on how to rebuild a trust that may have been broken here. You also have here the Ace of Wands. So I am feeling in this reconciliation that it is truly a new beginning where there's a lot of passion in wanting to, jump over those hurdles. Ace of Wands is still finding each other very much attractive, very much attracted to each other. So there is this sense of like physical attraction, physical intimacy, kind of like a brand new type of reignited passion within the connection. Okay. Ace of Wands are both of you being either goal oriented or very much focused or motivated to want to heal this connection through communication, through doing the work that is necessary in order to gain momentum. So step by step, building slowly or rebuilding slowly the trust and the loyalty, looking at healthy coping mechanisms, looking at healthy ways to build the honesty or rebuild the sense of loyalty within the connection. So this is very beautiful. Again, remember, it says here, find solace in therapy's guidance. And for some of you, there is this new inspiration or new direction that you want to take your connection from the separation, breakup, or even talks of divorce into a new, completely new, new cycle, new beginning, new stage, and being very much inspired here to take that inspired action into that new beginning or new path. Let's take a look at the advice here for you, Taurus, as well as your person that you are reconciling with or that you have reconciled with. You have Brew. Remember that I talked about taking time, okay, over here, because this trust element, especially if it was dishonesty, lack of transparency, someone may have felt backstabbed. This takes time, okay? So let's see what message you have here, Taurus. It says, you are being called to listen to the prelude of miracles soon to unfold. Remember that I said this connection, this reconciliation does have a lot of energy here in kind of like really moving in a new direction and in a healthier way. So for those of you who are kind of like on the fence, this is looking like there is full potential here for the both of you. And I think I said that when I was channeling this message here on this card where it says the energy is gaining momentum. It says here, these miracles are brewing around you, waiting to reveal themselves at the right moment. Prepare your heart and keep yourself open to the beauty of the unknown. And the beauty of the unknown is definitely coming across as this Ace of Wands energy here, where the person is looking at the new horizon or new direction. And again, Brew here, a very beautiful message here for you. Taurus, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.